because it has worked before where wheat, will cause the sheep to follow you, but now, no, they don't want a bar of it. Don't want a bar of it. That was an unintentional pun. You're welcome. let's get started. I'm gonna. Jesus, that was horrible. I'm sorry. We're gonna. Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and welcome back to the Obsidian Order Season 3. We are back in Nar Al Shams, and today we're not working on the palace. We've done a little bit of work in between episodes, just kind of filling in little empty spots, adding life to the build in there. So you'll see that at some point in the coming weeks. But today I wanted to focus on what we were supposed to focus on last week, which is I want to add, every one of these blocks is another sort of pillar, I guess, another little obelisk, and then have a nice little floating block. We've cleared a couple of houses, a nice bit of a walkway around as well, just to kind of tie it all together. And yeah, I mean, I've got everything ready to go. I guess the only thing I need to do now is kind of build it. But we won't do a time lapse. We've done a couple of time lapses recently. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to kind of do progress reports. We'll kind of tick away at it and see how it goes, because it's going to be a pretty huge project. I mean, you look at all this around here. I'm going to have to get all this paved, all the detailing in, the obelisks themselves. It's going to be a big job. We've also moved the sheep into there for now, and we have a couple of loose ones apparently, but that's fine. It's all fine. It's all under control. It's not like the sheep wouldn't follow me with the wheat because for some reason it doesn't want to work for me now. I'm assuming it's a connection problem, because it has worked before where wheat, will cause the sheep to follow you, but now, no, they don't want a bar of it. Don't want a bar of it. That was an unintentional pun. You're welcome. Let's get started. I'm gonna. Jesus, that was horrible. I'm sorry. We're gonna. Let's get to building, right? I think we're getting close to something that I'm happy with. I think we're just steadily building up, and I want more. Like, that one's quite pointy in a way, and with this being smaller, if I make it as pointy as that, it just looks wrong. It looks more like a rocket ship. But if we do this, I can get behind that. That's better. Yeah, I like that. I think that might be the design we go with. So I'll repeat this in the other three areas, and then we'll get to, I guess, like planning it, the paving. Hopefully we'll have enough time to get the episode done. I think so. We've started early this week, so fingers crossed. Well, it's been a hot minute. We have managed to get all four of these towers in. If we just put our stuff back on, we'll have a quick fly around. You can see. Whoop. And I'm digging the profile that it adds to this place. It's definitely a big focal point. But now is the time-consuming bit where we plan out the rest of the... I mean, considering how many houses I've cleared in this already, and how big of a profile this is for the rest of the city, the town, it's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna plan out what resources I need for this, and I guess start moving some sand. So it's going to be, I'm not looking forward to it, honestly. There's one thing I really do not like in Minecraft, and it's shoveling gravity-based blocks. So yeah, we're going to be doing quite a bit of that. I'll be back in a second. Well, this has taken a long time. Oh man, coming up with a path design weirdly took longer than planning this. And actually then getting it in place and trying to use slabs, so I'm saving resources. Again, took even longer. But it does mean that we have something like this now. And I'm thinking in between these little sections here, so like round this bit here will have grass and some sort of vegetation, a connecting road that connects these two, kind of like a giant, it's a giant roundabout. That is what we've built. A giant roundabout. And we're going to put, I think on the outside of the path we'll probably put some market stalls or something like that. Kind of make into a little bit of a bazaar as such. But probably not, I'm not going to be able to do that this episode. That will probably be next episode as we sort of clear some more of the village and start putting in a bit more of what we need to make this place look good. I have also kind of planned out where the pathways are going to go to the palace. The only downside to that is I've got even more resources to gather and clear space for in order to get all of this in as well. One thing I'm looking forward to, though, that I didn't think about before was this little section here. I'm going to be able to do a road of some sort round the side of this palace, connect it up to this bit here, but also attach it to the bridge, which would be a really good way to incorporate this structure. Obviously, we want to rebuild it a little bit and kind of, I don't know, zhoosh it up a little bit, make it look a bit nicer. But it does connect these two parts of the palace, which I really like the idea of. Does mean there's quite a bit of terraforming though, and that is going to take a while. So that's probably going to be a project I take away on in the background. We have actually done a bit more of the palace as well. So we've now got sort of these two sets of towers, and I think we may have had that last episode. I can't really remember. Honestly, the recording days have been a bit of a blur. But here, we've started putting the wall in here as well, which means we can eventually get the throne in. So we want a big throne here somewhere. And then stairways up to a sort of upper level up here, which will be my personal quarters. Which is probably overkill, if I'm honest. It is a huge, huge area up here. And then we've also got this bit as well, which I have no idea what to do with. Maybe that will be the storage. Maybe we'll move our secret storage room. I don't know. I kind of like having a secret storage room, though. And I don't really fancy moving the oodles and oodles of resources I have up a couple of floors. I feel like that will be hellish. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What do we do here? Leave some ideas for me, please. Save me from going mad. This is far too big of a building for one person. I really hope people come and stay. But I hope you have enjoyed the episode. It's been a little different, and it's obviously been very, very big. But I'm happy with what we've got done. You know, we've got the rest of the obelisks in. We've got the roading kind of planned out, at least, and put in around these little bits, and then it's just a case of clearing stuff up. Maybe we need to do a villager breeder or a villager a trading hall. That's what I want, a trading hall, because it does mean we can clear this space as well, and probably who else? Probably these two here as well. We'll need to clear out this as well, maybe. And that's got my mending villager, so I don't really want to move him unless I have to. But I probably will. Well, I'm going to have to at some point. But I don't really know where to put the trading hall. Trading hall. I'm going to have to do a bit of planning, I think, because it's going to need it. Like the market stalls, they're not going to be manned. They're going to be nice and bright and cheery and open, and obviously very easy for husks to kill our villagers. So we don't want them in there. But were to put a building for an actual trading hall, I could potentially, I'm like looking at this space here, we've got not much space there, we've got plenty of space over this side, and we've not got a huge amount there. I'm wondering if we do like a little wraparound type building, so it kind of wraps around this bit here, and put them in there. And that way, when I drop the sheep farm down and out the way, same with the cow farm as well, we've got a little bit of space for maybe a few little small houses here and there, a bit of vegetation as we kind of spread it out. We're not a complete desert. We are a bit of a desert oasis as such, so we're going to be adding quite a bit of vegetation where we can, but not going too overboard with it. but I've certainly got a lot of things to plan out. So, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I shall catch you next time. Bye for now.